At the beginning of this semester, reflecting on the countless leadership courses I have taken here at Maryland, the idea of narrowing down my leadership personas, experiences, and values into a single definition made my head spin. However, this class has not only taught me new theories and concepts, but have also helped me to revise past thoughts and impressions through reflection and discussion, helping me to come full circle and hone in on the leader I hope to be in the future. While I used to think of leadership in terms of individuals,
I want you to remember what we learned. Ducks stick together, right? Yeah! So let's see it. Show me the flying V. All right.
I now realize that a leader is part of a learning organization, and without simultaneous communication and teamwork, a team will fall apart. To me, a leader is someone who influences others by character, leads by example, and capitalizes on differences with the use of collaboration combined with authenticity to effectively move towards a common goal. For one, a leader must always have a goal, whether it is big or small. A leader must be always chasing something that not only drives them, but also motivates them to constantly persevere through hardships to reach whatever their goal may be.
There's a few things, about 3 things to my account, that I need each day. One of them is something to look up to, another is something to look forward to, and another is someone to chase. And 2, my hero. That's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, "Who's your hero?" And I said, "I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks." I come back 2 weeks later, this person comes up and says, "Who's your hero?" I said, "I thought about it. You know who it is?" I said, "It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, "So are you a hero?" And I was like, "Not even close." No. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing."
Just like Matthew McConaughey, I constantly envision the person I want to be within increments of time. When I was in high school, I knew I wanted to go to Maryland, and I made it my goal to attend this prestigious university. I outlined the benchmarks I needed to achieve this goal, such as GPA, SATs, and extracurriculars. Even more so, now in college, I constantly set goals for the person I am chasing to be. Through the values and ethics I believe are most important to me as a leader, I achieve goals through processes that reflect both of those beliefs. The character aspect of my definition directly relates to the relational leadership model from HESI417. A leader is someone who personifies purposeful, inclusive, ethical, and process-oriented values. As an individual leader, the core to their practices is their character. A leader's character reflects their ethics, and the two aspects combined exemplify the way in which a leader achieves their goals.
I'm Simon Dutoit, and I'm a teacher of speech communication, and today I'm asking you to speak up wherever you are, to say what you mean and mean what you say. I am passionate about the idea that by speaking with conviction, we can catch our creative spark.
Moreover, a leader with character also possesses integrity. In Ethical Servant, Spiritual and Authentic Leadership, Yogi explains that discussions of ethical leadership almost always involve personal integrity. A leader who exhibits consistency between their values and behavior create powerful impacts on their followers and the fate of an organization. An important aspect of my leader definition is also a leader who leads by example. In my opinion, leaders who lead by example are collaborative leaders. They are followed and respected, not because they demand it, but because they earn it. In Susan Comives' A Call for Collaborative Leadership, she explains that the best way to help people reach their full potential is by making them feel like they were a part of the organization's overall success. As a soccer player my entire life, my team constantly learned from each other. We were each individual leaders who learned new techniques from one another or gained motivation from watching another teammate pushing to do their best for their team. Therefore, anytime we won a game or met a goal, it was a team celebration. I had always felt that we had done it together and I mattered in the process.
Listen up, I don't care if you're black, green, blue, white, or orange. I want all of my defensive players on this side, all players going out for offense over here, right now. Let's move, let's move, let's move, let's move. You and you, offensive bus, sit together. You and you, defensive bus, sit together. Get comfortable too, because the person that I have you sitting next to is the same one that you'll be rooming with for the duration of this camp.
As we just learned last week from learning organizations and leadership in teams, a learning organization is one that also appreciates differences. Last semester, I studied abroad in Florence, Italy, and lived in a new city with new faces, cultures, values, and lifestyles. Instead of hiding from these differences, I embraced them with open arms, just as Coach Boone forced his players to do as well. Eventually, they learned that the more their opinions differed from others, the more they learned. Leaders who are able to accept differences but also incorporate them into their leadership styles create a welcoming environment and also keep group members satisfied that they are being heard. As a student pursuing law school, I believe truly great leaders create the most impactful social change, and that concept has resonated with me the most this semester. Authentic leaders do things because they genuinely want to, as opposed to doing things because they feel they have to. Like we learned in class, evoking social change means that you have responsibility to others. Becoming a lawyer will empower me to be an important beacon for my community. A lawyer leads those who cannot find their way to justice themselves in complex situations. Most potent of leaders bring about social change, and as a lawyer, I believe I can bring about social change with my past leadership experiences. A quote by Warren Bennis from one of our first readings, Transformation in Charismatic Leadership, has still stuck with me today. It is important to remember that the quality of all of our lives is dependent on the quality of leadership, and I believe that encompasses the power and gravity leadership has in this world. Whether it is a coach leading a team, a president leading a country, or even a friend leading another, the quality of that leadership determines the success and happiness of those involved. Once again, I believe a leader is someone who influences others by character, leads by example, and capitalizes on differences with the use of collaboration combined with authenticity to effectively move towards a goal. As leadership minors, soon to be graduates, going out into the real world, we now have the power to change the quality of lives around us, and I am certain that from our experiences, the quality will be nothing short of extraordinary.